America is not going to survive the economic collapse that's headed our way as a nation. It's going to be broken up into a number of small states. It's going to have a period of extreme political and social instability for a number of years, and it's never going to reconstitute in the same form that it is right now. And I'm going to explain why. The United States imports 66% of its oil, and it's designed its cities and its agricultural system to be completely dependent on oil. For those who think that we could offset this with Alaska drilling or offshore drilling, you really need to look at the numbers, because even if you take all those resources all at once and just assume that we have instant access to them, no problems, the total reserves in those areas doesn't even come close to covering our current consumption. America has become a gluttonous, hedonistic, and immature culture. And all you have to do is look at what happens on Black Friday every year, and then look at how people riot when their favorite basketball team or their favorite football team loses. And then just try to imagine what would happen when those same people don't get their coffee, when they don't get their cigarettes, when they don't get their alcohol, or the lights go off, or, God forbid, they don't get food. Now, these are things that are very likely to happen. I would say guaranteed to happen when the United States loses its petrodollar status. Because right now we have a situation where everyone in the world sends us products for our paper dollars. And the reason they do that is because they have to have dollars in order to buy oil. When that ends, there's going to be a period of time when our dollars are not going to get us oil. So that means that 66% of oil imports are going to stop until we transition to something else, until there's an adjustment. Who knows how long that's going to take? But it wouldn't take more than a couple of weeks to send the United States as a whole into utter chaos. The vast majority of Americans don't have a trade, don't even have the slightest concept of how to produce something real with their hands. You have a 70% consumer-based economy, so basically people know how to flip burgers, make French fries, balance accounts in big businesses, manage employees. But how many Americans are craftsmen? How many Americans actually know how to grow a garden and actually produce food? Not very many. It's a very, very, very small minority. And those are the people who are going to be making it. Those are the people who are going to be surviving. But you're going to be up against a bunch of these people who think that they have a right to what you have. So it's going to be extremely difficult for that small percentage who actually are prepared. Your government's insane. And they're going to make the situation a lot worse. You can already see how they're preparing. They're buying riot gear and militarizing the police and getting themselves set up so that they can defend their position rather than trying to prepare in advance to minimize the actual suffering. So, if you've taken a look at what happened in Hurricane Katrina or what you see happening in Hurricane Sandy, then it should give you kind of a glimpse at what you're going to see unfold nationwide when this goes down.